Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to the Count's Manor. Me and my slime buddy here are back and ready for action yet again in this beautiful slimy boss room, which is where we basically ended the last video at, with the defeat of King Slime and the discovery of the Snake Charmer's flute, which is an item that I never use, but you know, I may start to do going forward because that's pretty neat and handy. Just a shame that in a normal playthrough, by the time I get something like this, I've already got rocket boots, you know, because it takes forever for the underground desert to give me anything worth it. But yeah, we got that. We took down the King Slime. We got ourselves a royal gel, which not really sure if that's going to be useful going forward. We're going to hold on to it nonetheless. Also, I discovered loadouts. Yeah, so that's neat because I never play 1.4 point whatever, 1.4.3.1459 whatever version of Terraria this is. I had no idea these even existed. So thanks for the tip about these. Gives me another place to put my items so I don't have to get rid of them. We're gonna go on forward now with that information in mind and see what the manor holds in store for us next. So it looks like this is the intended direction for the Snake Charmer's flute here. Go up this way, and purple glass here to move on to the next tier. Otherwise, we'll see where this way goes. We're gonna go back in that mysterious doorway, see what the old man wants from us. Oh. Okay. A horrible chill goes down your spine as you enter this area. You sense a great evil beneath who appears to rule over the depths. This is the corrupt basement. Oh no. This is where the Eater of Worlds is fought. Okay, this very much seems like the intended next direction to go. So I'm going to, against my better judgment, go back to that mysterious old man in the doorway and see what he wants from me. Unless that's gonna take me off somewhere too. I do know that this map is very, very non-linear, at least not anymore. You can kind of go just about anywhere if you couldn't tell, so I don't really know what to do. We're gonna go back to the old man in the door. Hopefully he's not there for dirty things, if you know what I'm saying. All right, mysterious old man in the doorway, I will pull your lever. Ew. Ah, oh, look at this. What's going on here? Little safety zone. Oh God. Ah, lots to read. After trekking through a pretty long hallway, you arrive in a big room. An old man greets you. What in blazes are you doing here, lad? Is that supposed to be like an Irish accent? Don't you know what this place is? Saints preserve us. It's a goddamn Count of Darkness's manor. It's a Count of Darkness's manor. Of course, because there are many, I assume that there are many manors to go through. You explain your mission to him. He nods. Ah, you're a paladin. Well, you won't defeat that blasted spider with your current gear. We got trapped in this place thinking it belonged to some wealthy fellow. Found nothing but a bunch of monsters. Or is that supposed to be like one of the two flavors of English accent that Americans are capable of doing? You know what I mean? Like there's two different kinds, okay? There's the high society, oh my goodness, good heavens, tea and biscuits, God save the queen, hoity-toity, whatever you want to call it, English accent. And then there's the orcs from Mordor. Sort of sound a bit stupid, you know what I'm saying? This is what you got. Right, looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. That's about it. There's really only two. That's all you got. So is this what that's supposed to be? That's what I'm imagining. Found but nothing but a bunch of monsters. That's when we realised this wasn't some ordinary manor. Thankfully, it looks like the bastard in home. We got no way to defend ourselves from all of these monsters. Let us keep coming back and navigating this place is hell, but you probably already knew that. We'll help you however we can, but do expect the folk to want some money. I'm done with that, by the way. We're refugees, you know? We're piss poor. Fair enough. Me too, buddy. Papa needs a new PC, so like and subscribe. Haha. You get the feeling he's lying, but whatever. Welcome to the shop. Only took me about a half hour to get through all that. All right, what's going on here? Oh my God, it is an entire novel of things to read here. Walking in, a jovial fellow greets you. Oh, hi there. I somewhat the leader of this group. I am an intellectual of sorts and know quite a few things. Working with you will be amazing for sure, and I won't need to die in order to progress in this adventure map created by a guy in college who was bored one day and decided to make a Castlevania-inspired adventure map. What is he talking about? Good break in the fourth wall here. That's Sheldon. Look at this guy, the slime buddy. He's stuck. Verbal Bubble. Hey, what's up? Steve the Guide. Here to give you advice. Are you happy? Quite fond of wandering through the forest. Well, buddy, I don't think you know where you're at. All right. Go through all this. We'll do a little bit of reading here. The Void by F.C. Marianus. Have you ever wondered if there's a place in reality so dastardly evil that you cannot chain enough words to describe how evil it is? This guy I knew, Mermaid Man, used to talk about something like that. Cool guy, kind of crazy. Used to scream about evil all the time. He might have known what you're talking about here. Allow me to introduce you to the Void, a place devoid, of any light and deadly to any without special rings that grant immunity to its oppressive nature. The Void is a place made of pure nothingness, cavernous in design and unbelievably hard to navigate. It sits at the edge of the dimension web, the place in which we reside. There genuinely isn't much else for me to describe. The rocks are incredibly jagged and sharp. There's nothing else for me to say. There's nothing else for you to say, huh? I kind of find that hard to believe. But the lack of detailed description defines the Void. It is direct and straight to the point in everything, including its creatures, aptly called Void creatures. These beings have no soul, no organs except for a brain and a failure of a heart and flesh and bones. They are made from the same substance as their home, but it appears to mimic the properties of the thing it should represent. For example, the flesh is much softer, nothingness, whereas the bones are much sturdier and harder, nothingness. Of course, I say it in quotation marks because true nothingness does not exist. Or perhaps it does, and we're just too stubborn to accept the fact that these beings are in fact made from nothing. Regardless, another interesting fact about these beings is that they have a special element that cannot be used by anything from the dimensional web. Fittingly, it was named the Void element. Every creature from the dimension web is weak to Void, but more powerful beings have much lesser weaknesses or none at all, such as, of course, the mighty dragons. The Void element also appears to cause much more dimensional instability than all other elements. Normally, it would take a preposterous amount of magical energy to cause even a crack in the fabric of dimension, but Void magic appears to need much, much less. It still takes a massive amount, however. Another aspect of these Void creatures is that wherever they die, they violently explode. Me too. The stronger the beast, the stronger the explosion. Thus, massive care must be taken when facing one of these things, as killing one up close could result in your death or grave injuries. There is almost no delay between the death and the explosion as well. Now then, let's talk about the thing. So wait a minute, you're telling me that the second these things pass beyond this mortal coil, they violently erupt in a nuclear explosion, depending on how big they are. Instantaneously. I don't know why that's so funny to just visualize you stab a monster through the heart and the second it's dead, just boom, vaporizes everything within a 100-mile radius. That is some really interesting evolution right there. I'm glad more things don't evolve to explode upon death, because if they did, oh my, life would be so much more interesting. Now then, let's talk about the thing you've been waiting for, the creatures themselves. We'll begin with the first creation of the Void, the Screamer. Named after the fact these brainless idiots scream constantly when in combat. I feel like that's a personal attack. Looking somewhat like a werewolf, but with no fur, very muscular canine-like legs, and 4-fingered thick claws that do not have an opposable thumb, and perfectly white eyes with no pupils, and occasional TV static-like lines that go through their pitch-black bodies. These creatures are the Void cannon fodder. Are you sure you didn't accidentally stumble into a furry convention thinking it was some far-off alternate reality? I could definitely see someone mistaking one of those for the Void. Fueled by an impossible rage caused by the sight of a dimensional web dweller, they are relentless and will not stop at anything until everything around them is dead. Despite having immense physical strength, they are very clumsy, but their unbridled fury causes them to turn this clumsiness into acrobatics. So they're masters of drunken boxing. Very good. They could slam into a wall and the next moment already be in full sprint towards their next victim. Well, that's just how I get around my house in the morning. And despite being the cannon fodder, these things simply refuse to die. Some screamers that our soldiers fought would still try to attack, even after having both their legs and arms shot off. Also, given certain stimuli that are very inconsistent, they can tap at even more anger and turn all their white into deep crimson red, making them even more dangerous than they already were. Sometimes these creatures can also evolve. That's right, Alpha Screamer gives more XP than your standard Screamer, and better loot. Screamers that, for some unknown and inconsistent reason, turn more powerful. They become more quadrupedal than bipedal, become about 3 times bigger, get more defined spikes on the back of their head, and gain a tail, becoming much more wolf-like. They become slightly smarter, but it is honestly not noticeable compared to a standard Screamer. Immensely more powerful, and can now belch Void Fire. Void Fire is very deadly, as it spreads very quickly, and even can burn air. Alpha Screamers can also, well, scream with such ferocity that it opens portals to the Void to bring in more Screamers and sometimes other Void creatures. As for physical strength, they can pick up a 2-story house with ease and throw it at whatever unfortunate chap they want dead. And to top it all off, they are even harder to kill than normal Screamers. They retain the too angry to die motif, but with tougher flesh and bones. Strange, the book ends here. The rest of the pages were torn off. Fascinating. Yeah, there really is an entire book there, isn't there? All right, what do we got going on here? Nia Ion. Interesting. You have no idea how much dirt blocks sell for overseas. Fascinating. Is that a forest pylon up here? That'd be a little cheesy. Ah, you can see the old man at the end of this room. You see, I'm quite the established merchant back where I'm from. Please feel free to sell any of your goodies to me and me only. I'll pay you handsomely for it. Did he seriously forget that he told you they're poor refugees? You can use the place potions to make potions because this game was made by Relogic. You can use place potions to make potions. Interesting. All right, well, now that I got a shop, I'm gonna sell like everything I've got, with the exception of my money. I don't know what the need for that was, but I certainly let one of those out. Okay, I can't use that. I don't know if any of this stuff I'll be able to use to craft things with, so just sell it all. Keep the demonite. Buy my goods. Buy my goods. My stuff. All right. Got 2 gold out of all that. I don't know why I thought I'd get anything else. Well, since I got that going on there, is there anything that I'm able to craft now that I'm standing here? Not really anything. All right, so I've met the guide. At that, oh, we got a little reforgy here. All sorts of books about tinkering, blacksmithing, and other weapon-making knowledge. One of the books, however, is Hiding, How to Scam People Out of Their Money, by a guy called Scamson G. Scamson. Oh, brother. Yeah, indeed. If that, you know what, that should be the name of the goblin going forward. What do we got here? Entering a room, you're greeted by a green-skinned man with pointy ears. He's a goblin. Ah, he screams. Put your weapon away. I'm not one of his minions, I swear to the gods. Please calm down. I'm a master tinkerer. I can make your weapon stronger. Probably. I'm still a little bit in training, so don't expect me to do God's work. A tinkerer? That would be useful. You nod and let him know he won't get killed. He whispers, holy crap, I'm gonna be so rich. Yeah. You just go ahead and go all the way to hell, okay? Just go there and stay there. Use the fly meal to kill any NPC that is the guide. Merchant, goblin, witch doctor, dryad. This should only be necessary when you have to fight the wall of flesh. Interesting. I have never seen this before. Genuinely, I have literally never seen this sword before in my life. Does it say bed for to sleep? I will set my spawn point here, so that I have a house to come back to. Opening the door, you're greeted by a dryad and a lizard man. Hello there. You must be the paladin the merchant talked about. You already heard. I guess you are just upstairs. You probably just listened over the railing and could hear everything. Me and this lizard man are the ones that handle the growth of these herbs. They're pretty good in food and also have healing properties. Yeah, I bet they do. We ever got attacked by monsters. Also, thank you for defeating those predators in the fish tank. And finally eat something other than greens. It's full of what you presume are history books, but in reality, it's lizard people bikini magazines hidden inside covers that say it's a history book. In what place does the Count get this sort of stuff? Listen, man, I have spent entirely too much time on the internet to even go down that rabbit hole. Okay, just moving on. It's a lot of books about herb growth and how to cook humans. Well, they do have a lizard man, fair enough. Listen, if I knew how to cook them, I would. Sometimes you get hungry. And you got all these flowers and everything. These crates are full of supplies. Your enhanced senses tell you that these are, in fact, drugs. And by enhanced senses, I mean your eyes. One of the crates is open. It's full of weed. Good. See, I knew that that's where it was going. You can't even talk about herbs without that being the natural progression of it. All right, what do you got here? Walking in to see a woman in a nurse outfit. Oh, hi, you're the new guy. That's great. I like how you specify it's a woman in a nurse outfit, not an actual nurse. You know, you were very specific with, oh, this is the merchant and the goblin tinkerer and the dryad, but this is just a woman in a nurse's outfit. Okay. Oh, hi, you're the new guy. That's great. You are free to come to me to get nursed back to health, but, well, I'm not everywhere, unfortunately. Suppose you could escort me to a safe room, but I'd rather stay here. My name is Helen, by the way. Enjoy your stay and please don't die. That's right, it's Helen. There we go. The ultimate nurse. There's many books about nursing and doctoring. They are very detailed, surprisingly so. It gives many insights that you wouldn't learn in medical schools. Apparently there's these things called viruses that cause disease and so much more. You start to wonder how many practices doctors do in this day and age that are very, very, very wrong. Well, if I know anything about olden times medical practice, I know that the best way to deal with any kind of injury is immediate amputation. Doesn't matter what it is. Stick a leech on his butt and saw his leg off. That fixes everything. I swear to God. Oh God, okay. We got a life crystal, we got a vitality crystal, another item I've never used before, but I know that you do get that from the ether. All right, let's move on down here. Anything else? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Is there somebody here that I'm not seeing? I'm not killing Sheldon, by the way. I know that I'm supposed to wipe out any NPC that's not these guys, but you know, he's staying right where he's at. Well, I don't really know if there's anything that I want to change, to be honest with you. I mean, a lot of these already have really good reforges. Warding cloud in a bottle, frog leg, cross necklace. I don't know. A lot of these are really nice. I don't really know that I want to change anything. Maybe later on down the line, I'll remember this is here. We'll come back for it. I'm assuming that's not going to be the only way to get back here. Wow, this is way far off in the corner somewhere. Never actually opened my map up to look at the whole thing, to be honest with you. I don't think I have anyway. Look at that. You traveled a good bit of ground, but I could only imagine what's in the rest of the place. Man. All right, well, I've sold some stuff. Bought some stuff. Well, did I buy anything? I don't think I bought anything. Well, I sold some stuff anyway. Now we're good to go on back. All right, friends, I'll see you later. I'm out of here. Okay, now I guess the only thing left to do is to head back the other way and travel over to the other side and go back into that corrupted basement. Though I am kind of worrying that I spent a lot of time up there in the, I guess the shop area, little shop corridor. Kind of a little worried that I might end up making this video extremely long again, so I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to go on. Oh well, we'll head on out there a little bit farther in and we'll see what goes on in the corrupt basement. Depending on how long the video is, and maybe I'll just end up splitting in half. I don't know, we'll see. To be determined. If there is a fadeaway right now, then that's what I decided to do. All right, the corrupted basement, here we go. And if there was a fade in following my intro, then I decided to split it. So just in case I did, all right, Terrarians, how's it going? I am Pixelated Fireball, and we are in the corrupted basement in the Count's Manor adventure map. We're gonna see what's going on inside here. I imagine a lot of purple. So far, it's looking to be that way. Of course, dramatic piano here. Broken window. Oh God, I'm being followed by Eater of Souls. By monsters. All right, let's see. Can I actually jump up this way? I should be able to just jump up here. Oh yeah, I can jump on top of that. I can walk on bookcases. All right, what do we got here? Looks like maybe a dining room, maybe? I'm not really sure what this is. Many books in this room, however, they do not contain any sort of useful knowledge. They're entertainment books and employee guidebooks for the count's maids and butlers. Do find a few that pique your interest because they contain incredible illustrations of awesome swords and staves and bows and spears and much more. You decided to take a few, surely they won't mind. I can take the books? I didn't think I could do something like that. Okay, fascinating. Well, I'm gonna take the books then. It said I could take the books. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the books. They're all mine. Don't know if I broke the rules or not, but the sign said it was cool, so, you know, moving on. Pop up. Here we go. We got a corrupted chest. A chum caster and a gummy worm. Permanently increases fishing skill. I love gummy worms. I'm actually lying. I'm really not a fan of gummy worms, to be honest with you. I do like me the odd gummy candy, but I'm not really a super big fan of that particular kind. More of a gummy bear kind of guy. Or those, like, ridiculously oversized gummy sharks. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're like little candy. They were, like, blue, I think, or something like that. I don't know. They were really good. It was like a novelty candy. I don't even think they were really that good, to be honest with you, but I ate a lot of them. Anyways, we got more lore to read. Excuse me, Spider. I don't need you attacking me right now. Skeletal Vikings. Back off. All right, what do we got going on here? All right. There are several books here. One stands out. The Woods of Life and Vitality by Edamarn Scheiser. I love that last name. Another book and name that hasn't appeared in your studies. Have you ever wandered into a grove that made you feel like you regained the vigor of your youth? That feeling may not just have been your imagination. There exists a forest in between the folds of reality, and such groves are leaking into our world. The forest was named by the dragons Vikvar Yggdrasir. Rough translation to English would be the Woods of Vitality, but it is primarily called the Vikvar Woods, which is how I'll refer to it from now on. The forest is unlike any other, as the elements of bio and earth permeate the air so much you could make a bottle of earth bioessence by simply bringing a normal bottle and closing the lid on it. Alright, that might be a small exaggeration. Containing elemental essences is much harder than that. I very much so doubt this. This is Terraria. I can stuff any kind of anything into a bottle as long as the crafting interface will let me. Regardless, the Vikvar Woods have this magical effect of slowing down the aging process of everything within it. For example, the average lifespan of a man born and raised in the woods would be 10 to 25 times greater than if he were born anywhere else. Of course, this applies to not just people, but to the flora and fauna as well. On top of this, every creature that resides in the Vikvar Woods has immense affinity for the elements of earth and bio. Even an average wolf could cast magic because of this. Oh, great. But wolves and bears and whatnot are not the only thing you can find, however, as every animal to have existed can be found here, ranging from Cambrian era aquatic creatures to even the mighty dinosaurs. Now, this may seem quite ridiculous. After all, there's no way in hell that all these animals from different eras can live together, but you'd be wrong. The woods have a special calming effect on its creatures, making it so they do not hunt each other relentlessly. Well, it's good that they're nice and calm and relaxed, but even when I'm chilling, I still get hungry. But this comes at a cost. Should one dare to disturb the ecosystem by, let's say, trying to burn down a tree, every single animal in a massive area around the perpetrator will go into berserker rage and hunt him down to the ends of the earth. Oh my god. Step on a twig and everything chooses violence. Of course it does. For this reason, it is ill-advised to bring anything that can create fire or explosions. Oh, and let me not forget this important detail. Like Varian dragons. Of course, these massive lizards are present even here. They are how you'd expect. Immortal, magically powerful, physically powerful, and so on. Yes, that's exactly what I thought of. But unlike the rest of their kin, they are quite peaceful, living somewhat druidic life. They are more concerned in keeping the order rather than torching everything to the ground. It It is said that the eldest Victorian dragon is tasked with keeping the Earth Temple safe. I was gonna say, the dragons in the woods that can't be burnt down, otherwise it'll cause an apocalypse, breathe fire? Huh. That sounds like a horrible idea. Of course, this is the place where you'd find one of the elemental temples, containing both the Earth and Bio Temple and hiding them amongst the roots and canopy of the trees and other flora. The Vikvar Woods are the home of the Heart of the Mountain, the legendary artifact of Earth, and Great Beast Briar, the legendary artifact of Bio. You see, some of these artifacts are creatures rather than actual objects. The Great Beasts are the last line of defense for the woods, and Briar is the undisputed king of them. So there's dangerous woodlands somewhere that I'm probably going to end up going through. I'm going to guess probably going to be a jungle kind of deal here. What's going on here? Am I being escorted out now? Is this moving on to the next area? Power of the wolf shall let you through. Oh, I'm through. I am not a wolf. What happens if I do this? Nothing? Okay, well, this kind of looks like the way forward, so I'm gonna not go this way. We're gonna stay in the purple area. Probably ways around here, I would assume, right? Man, I gotta go down, I know that for sure. Okay, we'll, see, I think this is the only direction that I can actually go from where I'm at this moment. So I will do that. Yeah, that looks like everything else is kind of barred off, so we'll go down into the basement. Descending down into the depths. Boy, oh boy, what do we got going on down here? Ah, half-painted box. Oh, it's dust. I see. Nothing but dusty, partially rotten books. There's some readable scrap, but otherwise useless. Barely legible gibberish. The one thing of interest is a passage about talking books. You were hoping the one intact book would lead to a secret passage. It doesn't. It disintegrates in your hand. There's absolutely nothing in these books. Okay. I feel like you're lying to me, though. Ah, God. You know what? I even saw that coming, too, and I did nothing to react to it in any way, shape, or form. All right, back up we go. Everything's too rotten to be readable. Probably won't even make good fire kindling. Oh, I don't know. I think if you tried hard enough, you could light anything on fire. God, it kind of beat me up a little bit down here. All right, what do we got here? Dead end. Looks to be that way. Oh, what is that? Above a plant of hell. I don't know what that means. Okay. Well, is there anything else down here? Above a plant of hell. Well, this is a plant of hell, is it not? Is there maybe a different plant of hell that I don't know about? All right, we'll go this way then. Nothing but garbage fan fiction written by 12-year-olds. Not even the bugs wanted to touch it. Fair enough. This stuff over here might be pretty bad, but I'm betting these books in the corners are some nasty business. These aren't even books, it's toilet paper, whatever that is. Oh yeah, I guess Terrarians never go to the bathroom. Well, evidently they do now. There are poop blocks in the game. More rotten and ineligible books, par for the course at this point. Unfortunately, you don't smell any wine. However, the books contain secret methods of winemaking lost to time, or at least that's what you'd hope. It's damp and rotten paper with no words to speak of. Just making it up at this point now. Ah yes, rotten sake. Yummy. Get some of that. What else we got going on? You're starting to question why you're even bothering looking through these bookshelves. Because every time there may be something special. Putrid stench of these books fills you with vomit. Summoner stuff up on the wall there. There's literally only one intact book and it's written in Spanish. You're starting to give up hope of finding anything. However, the sheer luck granted by the gods themselves, you find a secret compartment containing the Count's secret Hot Arachnid Dresses Winter Edition. Filled with horrifying spider people. What a shame. Couldn't this guy at least be into something less terrifying? Why would he be? He sounds like he is a spider person. All right, we're boxed in. Am I allowed to take this stuff that's hanging up on the walls up here? That's something I'm permitted to do? Well, I don't distinctly remember not being allowed to take this stuff, so I'm gonna do it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look at that, a little bit of some summoner stuff. That's different. We don't really ever use that. I'll definitely use the a flink staff, though. That's something I really never use. And I got a whip as well. That's very Castlevania as well. I feel like just to begin with, I should have had this item. Oh, there we go. That flinks is definitely going to work here. Here we go. Not big damage, but, you know, some damage. Not really using the chain knives. I was going to swap it out for the thunder zapper, but it's nice to have a little bit of range. All right, what do we got going on here? Above a plant of hell. I'm telling you, something's going on with that thing down there. Oh, there is something there. Look at that. I found it. There's an invisible switch. You can almost barely see it. The plant of hell. I knew it. So is something open now? I'm going to go back and assume I unlocked something. Maybe that passageway that goes down into the deeper depths might be what I'm looking for. And actually see if it opened up. No, this place is still sealed off. Interesting. Well, if it's not that, then what opened? I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be going now. There's something back up on the surface that I can go through now? Maybe something I gotta go back up to go through? I don't know. Oh, what about this down here? I haven't been this way yet. Maybe this is the secret passageway that I needed to go through. I thought it'd be up through the other way. Okay, well, let's see what's going on down here. I do have another Eater of Souls banner that I can throw up. That and a wall creeper and an ice room. My god, what is that? Kind of crazy. Not ready for ice powers yet. I don't think I'm prepared for this. This. Ah. Secret passageway. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Falling to my doom. And there's spikes everywhere. And a treasure room. Okay, what's going on over here? Looks like an obsidian chest. No, just an obsidian crate, actually. Oh god. Is this supposed to be some kind of a boss arena here? Is that what this is? Okay. So I have to navigate through the spikes. And hopefully not fall to my doom. What's this? In the center of a symbol of this room. In the center of a symbol of this room. I mean, I got the switch that was there. Oh no, okay, this opened up. Never mind, did I already figure it out? I guess maybe I did. Okay. Life crystal, we've got an arcane crystal, which I've already used and I can't use a second time, so that's good. Magiluminescence. I have permanent light now, that's good, I suppose. Is that all, though? And I'm gonna flip this switch and shut that. Don't need that opened up anymore. So this really it, though? We're not actually gonna be fighting the Eater of Worlds or anything down here? Really thought that was gonna be like a, really thought that was gonna be the next boss fight or something. Alright, well then, pressing on. Says the power of the wolf shall let you through, but I have nothing of the sort, so, guess we'll move on to whatever this next room is. What do we got here? Scenery from the Black Forest, artist unknown. Then, in the middle of all the chaotic cries, someone shouted, "It's the beast! A big scary monster lives in the black dusky forest." That's, scenery, huh? Okay. Ouch. God. Okay. Well, we're not going through that. Okay, well, giant spike wall there. I can't get through that. Well, then, what way am I to go? Alright, well, I'll flip the switch. So I gotta... Okay, so there's definitely something going on here. Gotta be able to get somewhere, right? Oh, and I'm actually dead. Wow, I didn't even realize my health was getting that low. Let's see where it drops me. All the way back. Oh, I had my spawn set all the way back in the shop. That's unfortunate. Well, at least since America can go see Helen. How you doing? Oh, yeah. Get myself regenerated a little bit here. And we'll head back. Oh, would you look at that? Suddenly the passage opened. So the secret was in that other little trap room over there. I actually had to flip that switch. And I had to flip the one above the lava plant there. So we got things figured out. We're finally ready to move on down a little bit deeper in here. Thank God, finally. I was starting to get a little concerned. I thought there might have been a bug or something, because surely I figured that had to be the way to go. Looks like the basement leads very deep underground. The source of the corruption is stronger than ever. This is Corrupt Dungeon. Oh God, plays a bit further down. Okay, Corrupt Abyss, I think it said. Interesting. Wait, this isn't a bookshelf, it's a painting of one. What a scam. Very convincing, though. Oh God. Hoplites. Not hoplites. Pages are as empty as literal emptiness. Reading the pages has a lasting effect on the hero. Quirk gained. Why the hell am I still doing this? You have wasted your time reading these signs for no reason whatsoever. Unfortunately, this is the last one. Okay. That's funny. What you're saying is if I didn't read it, wouldn't have lost anything of value. Got it. Oh God. All right, come on now. What is this business right here? Get out of here. I'm gonna get blasted by these hoplites. Oh, why are you behind me too? Right here at the edge. This is where it is. Oh God. Okay. Well, I've fallen down, and I wanted the chest. I can't heal. Okay. Looks like this area is slightly better upkept, but you feel extremely powerful corruption. Whatever is hiding here will be extremely challenging. I'll tell you what's challenging is that I can't even move past this swarm that's coming after me. God. Oh my God, I'm getting pushed back into more. This is a repeat of the flesh pits, I'm telling you. Some of the setups of the pressure plates and the summons and all that just has me doomed to failure to begin with. All right, let's try this again. But this time I have banners, so it'll make it a lot easier, right? There we go. Wait, are there two here? There are. What's going on with this? Oh God. Okay, I'm just gonna go in. We're gonna loot all. I got an enchanted boomerang. Hooray! Okay, there we go. I got what I needed out of that chest. Got a little bit more range now, which is nice. I'm not really using the Gladius anymore, so I'm gonna swap that out. Probably get rid of that, trash it, or sell it later eventually, something like that. Good bit of range here. A little bit of better range. Not the best thing ever, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, come on. Go after the hoplites now. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we'll just let them go here this way. They're not actually attacking the door. Thank God for Terraria's bad AI sometimes. Just stand here and patiently wait. I could open the door and help them, but why though? This is how summoners play the game. This is peak summoner gameplay right here. Stand and watch simulator. All right, maybe I'll contribute a little bit. Okay, would you look at that? And just as in true summoner gameplay, after standing there and watching my minion do pathetic damage, I bring out a different damage type and slaughter everything very quickly. Sounds like summoner. Let's see, no other signs to read, just some more stuff to chop through. Oh, is this rust? Rusted imbuing station, anvil, and an alchemy station. Not that I could actually do anything at it. I'm sure it's because it's just much too rusted. A yo-yo. Now that's some good range right there. Can barely reach him, but we're getting there though. Okay, let's chomp through this, see what we got going on down here. Does it all kind of take me to the same central area regardless of the path that I've taken? I'm starting to think that may have been the case. Oh God, here we go. We're doing this again. We're at rapid fire spawn some more. All right, then down into the hole we go after I wait a few seconds for my healing potion to come back, because I don't want to deal with that low health business. What have I discovered? Another portal room. Nice. There we go. All right, Manor entrance, flesh pit, corrupted basement. Okay, so we'll head back to the Manor entrance. We got to rename all these. This will be corrupted basement. All right, now we'll head to the one outside the flesh pit, see which one this is. Okay, having done a lot of portal networks myself in the past, I could only imagine how much of a pain in the butt it was to get this all set up and ready to go. I bet it was very frustrating. Left or right? I don't know. Oh God, a legion of goblin scouts. Looks like a workshop down here. Can jump over the top of these areas here? These are platforms? Didn't think that was the case. Wasn't sure that's how that worked. Okay. Honestly, the Eater of Souls are relatively easy enemies to deal with, I'm not even gonna lie. Looks like this area is barred, so I'm sure there's probably some kind of switch puzzle somewhere to use. All right, let's go down even deeper. What we got here? Complete the room to unlock the seal to the boss room. Okay, so this is the way to go. We're gonna go back the other way, then see what's over there. And this must be the boss room, I'm going to guess. What about this side? Just caved in. Anything going on down here? Big staircase again. Man in his stairs. Get the crab to the end to win and get a prize. Interesting. This is an interesting puzzle. I have no idea what's happening here. Okay, well, it definitely worked over that one. And, okay, what's going on here? What are we doing? Why are we stopping? Oh, do I gotta actually run him over? Oh my God, I have to get him over here. That's kind of frustrating. Okay, so he's running over switches that actually make it so that the platforms deactivate as well. That's kind of awful. I'm gonna guess that this one deactivates it. No? Actually good? Okay. Hey, come here. Where are you going? Crab. There we go. All right, we're cooking with gas now. How about that? Didn't even know that was gonna work. That's already activated, it looks like. There we go. No, don't go over it again, you dummy. You beefy 5-layer oh God, oh, I hate you so much. All right, so we're gonna spawn in a lot of crabs. Riveting gameplay. Wrong one, see? And that's why we make multiple crabs. Well, that didn't do anything that I expected it to. Poison, go away. Poison, go away. Poison! I hate you so much. Why are you going backwards the other way? Where are you going? Crab! Crab, why? Come back. Oh my God, I hate it whenever they do that. Crab, what are you doing? Crab. Why is it going backwards? Why is it not following me? The AI, I'm telling you what. The hanged are hiding it. Fascinating. Oh God, there we go. Oh God, it opened it up again. That's annoying. Why would it do that? Okay, so the hanged are hiding it, huh? Oh, is it the actual nooses itself? Wait a minute, there was actually a switch there. Hold on a second now. What does that mean? There's a switch hidden inside of this. Is that it, though? Are there more? Does that actually make a difference if I actually change something? Doesn't look like it. I don't know, that looks like the only switch there was. Dead center in the middle. Does that make a difference now? I don't even know if that's gonna really change anything, did it? All right, I don't really know what's up inside that box up there, but I gotta be honest with you, that puzzle is driving me up a wall, so I am throwing in the towel. I surrender, I give up. Do not care at all what's inside that crate. I am just ready to move on. I have spent an unhealthy amount of time on that, and I'm done. So, better luck to those of you that try that in the future, but that is just driving me nuts. Not even necessarily just the actual challenge itself, just the dummy AI. The amount of times that I had it going and the crab just said, nope, I'm gonna do a 180 and just run into the lava. So, you know, we're done with that. Move on here, see what we got going on. What did it say? Get to the center of this? Is that what I needed to do? Complete the room to unlock the secret boss room. The jumping puzzle, not my forte. Ah, God, what is this? What, huh? Oh, okay, so you can't actually land on it and use it as a way to cheese it through. That's funny. Okay, well, fine. Knowing that going forward, we're all good to go. There is a way to do this, but I'm telling you, it does not involve rushing, I'll tell you that. And we're dead. Okay, well, if I wasn't super low on health, I probably would have survived that. Now I gotta see where I ended up spawning back at. I think I set my spawn point inside the interior of the manor there? I'm not sure. All right, I decided to head back to the shop to heal up a little bit, and then upon my reaching this area, I realized, my God, have I been recording for a long time. So, regardless of my stopping point here, I am definitely going to call it an episode, because wow. Might also be the fact that I spent entirely too long trying to deal with that, the corrupted puzzle down there, the corrupted crab puzzle. A basement of frustration is what it is, let me tell you. But anyways, like I said, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Gonna cut it off here. Might end up being a long one, might end up cutting it down to size. I don't know, I'll have to see what happens. But for the time being, like I said, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here, guys. So, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.